Hi, my name is Carla Erickson. I am a family nurse practitioner. I work at Westfield Premier Physicians, and we are going to talk today about understanding influenza. Flu is kind of an interesting term. In my experience, people will come into the room and say, I have the flu. And that term means different things to different people. So I usually start by saying, so tell me what that means. So the respiratory influenza that we're talking about can be anywhere from a mild to severe illness. Most people will get over the illness in several days to several weeks. The symptoms are fever, cough, runny nose, headache, sore throat, body aches, and fatigue. The symptoms can be more mild, particularly in those who have had a flu shot, or they can be more severe depending on what your health status is at the time. For the average healthy younger person between the ages of 5 and 65, we treat it with rest and fluids and usually an over-the-counter medicine like Advil or Tylenol to help with the fever and body aches. There is an antiviral medicine, one of them being Tamiflu. That's probably the one that might be the best known. We usually use that in cases where people are very ill, they have a lot of chronic health problems, it's going to be very difficult, or they're really not doing as well fighting the flu on their own. The importance of getting a flu shot is that we don't spread the viruses. So the influenza is a respiratory illness that's caused by influenza viruses. And each year, the CDC and the manufacturer of the flu vaccine try to predict what viruses are going to be in that upcoming flu season. They put those viruses into an immunization. We get the immunization, we make antibodies to fight off the flu. So the importance of getting the flu shot is to protect us from getting the flu. It also helps to protect those around us. If you have elderly parents, if you have young children, if you have friends or family undergoing cancer treatment, all of those folks, it will be much harder for them to fight off the flu. So when a person gets a flu shot, is it possible that they could still get the flu? Yes, that is very possible. I believe it might have been last year or the year prior, the flu viruses that they picked out to put in the immunization, those viruses mutated. And so the flu shot in those cases was not as effective because the virus itself had changed. So the 3 C's to help us avoid influenza are clean, cover, contain. So clean is to wash your hands. Wash off the virus, don't touch your eyes, your nose, and your mouth. Cover, so if you have to sneeze or cough, use your elbow, use a tissue, throw the tissue away, wash your hands. And then contain. If you are sick, stay home. Don't feel like you need to be out there all the time. If you are sick and running a fever and you feel like you should be in bed, then that's exactly where you should be. One of the things we never want to do is give our bodies enough chance to rest. But I think using common sense, getting your flu shot, staying home when you're sick, washing your hands, those are all things that all of us can do to protect ourselves as well as those around us that we love. If you have any questions that I can answer or anything that I can do for you, please reach out to me.